children, Ayan's online classes welcomes you to an interesting session. Ayan's online classes is here for helping you in your study process during the pandemic of corona where everything has got digitalized. Today we are going to see the first poem of English, that is Wake Up for class 4, which has been written by C. Fletcher. Now let's see what is the objective. At the end of the lecture, you will understand the concept of the poem, that is what actually the poem means. You will learn meaning and explanation of the new words which we come across in the poem. After understanding the poem, we will be able to learn or solve the series of question answers, and also we will learn grammar. Now let's take an introduction of the poem. In the poem, the poet is asking the children to wake and enjoy beautiful day. Now see children, as the name or the title of the poem we have as Wake Up. Now what is Wake Up? Definitely by reading this we get an idea that it might be related to something which is related to the habit of getting up early. So yeah, it is related to the same habit of getting up early. In the poem, the poet is going to tell us or explain us about the beauty which the day has. And he is also explaining the importance of getting up early. The poet, while explaining, has also said about the beauty of nature, and also he had shown how other creatures begin their day. Children, we share our Mother Earth. Like here, along with us, other animals and plants too live. So what the poet is doing? Indirectly, he is comparing us with the other creatures. And he is telling us to look at them and take an inspiration and just try to be like them. We should take the good habits from them. He is suggesting us. Now let's see what actually the poem says. Wake up, wake up. It's a lovely day. What poet is saying that? It is a lovely day. So we should wake up. Oh, please get up and come and play. So he's telling us to get up and come out and come and play. The birds are singing in the trees and you can hear the buzzing bees. The poet is saying that as we have observed, as soon as the day starts, the birds wake up and they start singing into their melodious voice. They will sit on the trees and they will spread the positivity through their melodious songs. Then he is saying that if you come out, you will be able to hear the buzzing of the bees. Now children, buzzing, again it is a new word. Now whenever we have an insect which is roaming around the flowers, when it is moving around, what happens? Like when it shakes its wings, there will be the buzzing sound which comes out of its wings. That sound which is done when he shakes his wing is nothing but the buzzing sound, you can say. Then he says that if you come out, you will be able to hear the singing of the birds and the buzzing of the bees. Then in the next stanza, that is second stanza, the poet is saying, wake up, it's a lovely day. Oh, please get up and come and play. It's much too late to lie on bed. So hurry up, you sleepy head. So see children, in the first stanza the poet has explained the beauty, like how the birds have started their day, how the bees are roaming around the flowers, how you can say like the flowers are blooming, the beauty has spread across. Okay, so still if you are sleeping, then the poet says that it is too late now children, you should get up. He is saying us to hurry up. And who are the sleepyhead now? Now the poet has referred sleepyhead to the children who are still asleep, who are still on the bed. So he's telling them that already it's too late children, you should wake up, you should do hurry and you should wake up. Now see children, in the third stanza what he says? Wash and dress and come on out. Everyone is up and about. The cows, the horses, the ducks and the tiniest and the sheep, the tiniest chicken, chip, chip, chip. Wake up, says C. Fletcher. Now see children, in the third stanza, in the first two stanzas, what did he do? He explained us regarding the beauty which has come out along with the sun. When the sun has come out, the darkness has vanished, it has run away, and everything has turned out to be bright and beautiful. So now the poet is saying, you should wash and dress. He is telling you to freshen up, you should get ready, and then you should come out. As like everyone is up and about. Up and about means what? They have woke up and they are already set outside for the work. Now who is this everyone? Regarding whom is the poet talking about? The poet is talking about the cows, the horses, and the ducks, the sheep, and the smallest chicken, the tiniest member, that is the youngest chicken. Even he has woke up and he is saying cheep, cheep, cheep. He is taking out sound and he is roaming around in the surrounding, you can see. So poet is telling that at least now you wake up. Now this was the beautiful poem by C. Fletcher. Now let's see what actually we learned from this. Let's see the summary. Poet is telling the young children to wake up and experience the lovely day which the sun has brought. He is requesting the children to come out and play as the birds have already woke up and are singing merrily on the trees. As well, the bees are buzzing around the flowers, adding upon the beauty more. Now, he is saying that already children you are too late as already the other creatures have started their day. Now, to add a poetic effect or a humorous effect to the lines, in a funny manner the poet says the children, the sleeping children at sleepy heads, just to add a funny texture to the poem. Then further he says that the children should wake up, take bath, and they should dress up nicely. They should come out as already the other animals like the cows, horses, sheep, the youngest member that is the chicken, everyone had started their day. They are enjoying the beauty. They are enjoying, they are merrily meeting each other, they are greeting each other, and they have already started their day. And even you child, you should begin your day with a great positivity. Now children, let's see the new words and explanation which we for the words which we came across in the poem. Now in the first stanza we came across lovely. Now lovely means pleasant. If something is looking very nice, we term it as lovely. Like what a lovely dress. So that is nothing but pleasant. Now buzzing. Buzzing is the sound which is made by the bees when they are flying. Now sleepyhead, as I said, to add the funny mannerism to the poem, the poet has used it to address the children who are still in sleep or bed. Tiniest means very small or the youngest one you can refer. Then children, after understanding the poem and after getting the new words explained, now let's see the series of question answers. Now here we have the first question as, what do you think birds say to each other in the morning? Now see, as we have noticed, as soon as the birds get up, they start chirping. They fill the environment with their melodious voice. But what exactly they are saying to each other? Now as per me, I feel like the birds might be saying good morning to each other, as like in the first time when we meet in the day, we wish each other with good morning. So might be even these birds are doing the same thing. They are greeting each other with good morning. Then so, who are already awake as per the poet? Bees, birds, cow, horses, ducks, sheep, and the chicken, who is the tiniest one, are already awake, okay, as per the poet. Now, according to poet, which creatures wake up in the morning before the child does? The same answer. Birds, bees, cows, horses, sheep, duck, and the tiniest chicken wake up in the morning before the child does. Now let's see the grammar part. Now here we have a table which is based on the adjective comparative and superlative degrees. Now children, see how to convert this. Now the adjective form is tiny. So when you are changing it into comparative, that is when you are comparing certain things, you have to add the suffix or at the end of the word as er. And when you are changing it to superlative, you should add the suffix est. Now this is the trick how you are going to solve. Now first one is done for us. Tiny, tinier and tiniest. Comparative er we have used, in superlative est. So by using the same tricks we have to fill the table. One we have done, another answers you are going to guess it, and in the next part we are going to see the answers. So come on children, make a guesswork and build the table in your mind. Okay, now let's see the answer. See, tiny, tinier, tiniest. Then big, bigger, biggest. Sleep, sleepier, sleepiest. Lovely, lovelier and loveliest. Late, latter, latest. Round, rounder, roundest. Small, smaller, smallest. Good, better and best. Okay, and so should be your progress graph, that good, better, best. Never let it rest. So until you turn out to be best, you should never stop your efforts. So see children, the simple trick you have to use when changing the degrees, when you change from adjective to comparative, you should add er at the end, and when you are changing it to superlative, you have to replace this er with est. Okay, so this was the grammar part. Now children, after seeing the beautiful poem, after summarizing it, after solving the exercise, now what is the message that we got from the poem? The poet has given a much of stress on the habit of waking up early. He is motivating us to wake up early. Now, let's see the message from the poem. Early to bed, early to rise, makes man healthy, wealthy and wise. So now, this was said by Benjamin Franklin, and I guess like it should be implemented by everyone. These are the small habits, but they have the larger effects into our life. The one who goes early to bed and he wakes up early. If you sleep early, you're going to wake up early. And this good habit of yours is going to make you healthy, wealthy and wise. Why? If you have a proper sleep, you're going to be healthy. If you're going to be healthy, you are going to work properly. Okay, that is, you're going to be wealthy. And wise, why? If your health is stable, you will be more intelligent, you will be more stable to take any kind of decision. So this is a small habit of getting up early or waking up early. This is the small habit, but see what are the big results what you're going to get. If you follow the simple thing like wake up early, sleep early, okay, that will make you healthy, wealthy and wise. So this is the message which we got from the poem. Now children, here is a let's recall part. That is, here are the two questions, like to whom the poet has addressed as the sleeping heads, and what did you learn from the poem. Now after seeing the beautiful session, I expect you to solve these questions on your own. I hope everyone has understood the poem clearly, and I would love to hear these answers into the comment section. Please drop the answers if you have understood whatever the poem or the poet has conveyed to us. After that, these two answers will be for your self-assessment. Please drop the answers into the comment section. Team Ayanch looks forward to have you on board. Please visit our website ayanchonlineclasses.com for the detailed information, and don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Do subscribe our channel on YouTube, that is Ayanch Online Classes, for such more interesting sessions. If any query or suggestion, we would love to hear it into the comment section.